Hello everyone, JayPower here and welcome to the follow-up tutorial to the NaNiwa's gateway expand build into Phoenix build. Of course this was a tutorial I released a couple of weeks ago, and I got a lot of requests for more tips on scouting, so I decided to make a follow-up video for that. It's taken me quite a while. I had some problems with my microphone. I also had to replace my video card. As you can see, I'm recording now in medium settings instead of low, because my old video card was basically crap, and now I have a new one as well as a new microphone. So I hope the audio quality as well as the video quality have been improved by quite a bit, and I'm back to recording again, so expect a lot of new videos soon. I'll be trying to make at least a video a week with a tutorial for a new build. Of course it depends on how many new builds I see that I really like to do a tutorial on. I still have a lot of replays from the IEM and the Asus Rock that took place about a month ago. There are still really good builds that I want to do. So yeah, as you can see, this game I'm actually looking from it from my perspective. In this game I am the Protoss. This is of course a PvZ. Yeah, because that is what the tutorial is all about. Of course we're going to talk about what I see, what I scout, and right now we get inside the Zerg base. We see the pool timing. It's about halfway done. A spawning pool of course takes 60 seconds, 65 to be exact, to be made, and the pool is halfway done as we come in here. No early pool, normal I think it was 15 pool or something. So we already see from the time that it is now 2:30 that we need to get inside the base again at around a little after 3 minutes before Zerglings are out, so we can take a quick look at the gas of the Zerg. Of course right now we can see that he's not taking his gases. The drone is making its way over to the natural, so of course you want to deny that as long as possible. I'm not a big fan honestly of dropping pylons at naturals. You can do it like I explained in a previous tutorial. Not doing an excellent job honestly denying that base, but it's all good, not a big deal. Of course we have the gateway finished up with the cybercore on the way and the zealot in production, and that's what I'm talking about. The probe needs to get back inside the base. It's a little after 3 minutes, but my opponent was a bit late with making his circling, so we saw the gas. That's exactly what we were looking for. My opponent's not going for any sort of risky tree hatch without gas openings, because that's not really the way you want to go as Zerg for against the gateway opening. So we see the gas. It went down at around 3 minutes and 20 seconds. So if we take a quick look at the previous tutorial where I explained timings about speedlings timings, it takes about 3 minutes, a little more than 3 minutes if you see the gas going up for speed to finish. So we can conclude from this scenario that his speed will be finished at around 6 minutes and 40 seconds. Of course if he's spot on with his just production in general, just gets the speed as soon as you have 100 gas and stuff like that, he will get it around 640. So we have to be careful about that. That's like the point. You absolutely don't want to have any units out on the map. So I'm just continuing with the normal build. See the probe on the watchtower. That's stuff you want to do, stuff you can do while your opponent does not have speed yet. So we're going to do it times 2 a bit. We do see the 4 Zerglings of course making its way over, but the stalker just now finished, so I'll be able to hold it off easily. And now we can see why the watchtower is so important. We see the Zerglings making its way back over to his base, so we know that he's not counterattacking. Of course this can be very problematic, because we of course don't have any units at home to actually defend. So this is what you want to do. Send your zealot stalker into the natural, see what damage you can do. He's making links which are about to pop, so you don't really want to go to his third and then go to his natural. Of course the probe will be checking out the third base. It's much better to just go straight to the natural with your zealot stalker. So we go here, we see the queen, we see the spine, and then we see more links coming out. Now I am retreating now, taking quite some damage on the stalker. Not actually doing an excellent job microing, to be honest. But what can we see here? We see this is 7 links. Yep, 7 links and a spine. What this means to me is that he's not going for roaches. It's just not worth the investment to get this many links. Of course, I killed one earlier, so he made 8 links in total and a spine. There's just no way the Zerg will be going for any type of roaches. Of course, bailings is a possibility, bailing all in, but we already can disclude one possible all in from the list, and that is a roach all in. So Stalker Zealot making its way over back to my base. Zealot, it is going to die, unfortunately. Didn't do the greatest job, to be honest. Didn't kill a lot more links. I'm trying to scout for the third base with my probe again, because of course I did not see it yet. Stalker did make it home safely, and the sentry is on the way. Now my Stargate is really late, like you can see from my gas. It should have been out already. So, well, that's just a minor thing, like it's not that big of a deal. It's a bit annoying, but yeah, you want to make sure you're a bit more spot on with that. And now we have the sentry out. Now this is just your whole defense for the early game, and the Zealot and the cannon, of course, your wall off in general, but your sentry is just the most important thing. Right now I'm being a bit risky. I really should keep my sentry down the ramp, because obviously your opponent is not going to bailing bust your forge or your gateway. He is going for either the pylon or the Zealot that is holding the gap in between the pylon and the gateway. So you always want to make sure to keep your sentry, where the hell is my sentry? Keep your sentry at your natural and force field here, of course, to hold off any bailing all in. Now maybe for the lower leagues this might be a bit of a problem, because of course it's difficult to always keep your eye on it. Even high league players, even me myself, like everyone has problems with it. You even see it in top leagues like GSL. People miss force fields, people miss warp-ins, you know, people make mistakes in general. So don't blame yourself if you mess up. It happens often, sometimes. But yeah, this is just your defense against bailings and circlings. Now I am just continuing with the normal build, getting my Phoenix out, getting the Twilight Council, and getting the Forge going. My opponent is trying to scout here. Do you see here that his speed upgrade is finished for the circlings? So the work count is pretty even. He was a little bit ahead before this, I think, because we see some structures being created. Now, and he's going to, of course, make a lot more structures. Right now I'm not really in the position to attack, so my opponent could drone up. But of course we did tech to Phoenix, so that's going to be at least 6 drones being sort of killed, you know, being made into spores. The harassment is beginning. Phoenix are flying out. More gateways are on the way. I'm only getting 3 additional gateways, so I want to expand. Collecting them, really like the map to expand. You just get your static defense around this area and it's no problem. And right off the bat, his spores are late, because of course he didn't scout me, so it was very difficult for him to get them in time. And I'm just going from the third to the natural, getting another queen. And as you can see, not sure if I should go back, but the Phoenix saw the huge amount of circlings, almost 40 circlings out on the map. And if you look at my army, I have like about 7 units, not good at counting, 7 units out. So of course I cannot take my third base yet. I have to wait for these gateways to finish, do some more warp-ins to get my army a bit stronger, and then move out for my third base. Let's continue the replay. The Phoenix are of course still out on the map, killing a Phoenix, scouting the Hydralisk then. So yeah, I have my Blink on the way and my Stargate, but we really need the Colossus or Storm. Of course, if you prefer Storm, you can go for Storm. I don't want to say I don't recommend it, but it's difficult. You know, you have to place your storms well. You have a limited amount of storms. Colossus is a unit that's a lot easier to micro, especially against Hydras. Just especially with extended thermal lens, the range upgrade, you can just pull it to the back, your Colossus, and yeah, it's a lot easier. So I'm doing some more warp-ins here. Just be a bit careful with the units here, and I will be taking my third base. Now you have to remember to always make probes, even though your third base is late. Right now I'm not doing an excellent job. I'm still ahead in workers though, but my Phoenix did contribute some to that, killing 8 workers this game. Now my robotics facility is done, getting the robotics base straight away, because of course we're dealing with some sort of hydraulic attack, probably attack. Circ turtling on hydras, nah, that's not gonna happen. It's most likely going to be a roach hydra attack. Even, yeah, we did see the roach one, so he's going for an attack to pressure my my turret. I'm not sure if you actually saw it. Yeah, I did see my turret. So I'm getting some more units out. Robotics base almost done. Phoenix out on the map, looking for overlords to hunt. Now this next thing I want to talk about is static defense. As you can see, I'm getting quite some cannons, 4 in total. That's really like player dependent. I really like my static defense, especially on Cloud Kingdom. I want to cover this whole area, and it does. These cannons do. Maybe I'll get another cannon here, just for you know, detection. You never know when there's going to be like bird infested turns. And then here comes his circling roach hydra attack, and not quite prepared. I don't have class on the way. Didn't quite yeah, I was spot on with that. It took me some time to actually start it. As you can see now, it still didn't start yet, and there we go. But with the gateways that I have, I'm able to hold it off quite nicely for now. I do lose some sentries, which is unfortunate, but I'm actually not using my Phoenix, which I should have done. They're just idling over here. Easily could have picked off a lot of units here. So yeah, don't think things are only like for offensive. You can also use them defensively. So I'm kind of struggling here to hold it off, but I think overall I'm in good shape. I have +3 on the way, and of course blink stalkers are very cost efficient if you can actually micro them. So the class is almost out. He's killing some more units here. I didn't lose that many workers, 6 workers. Still significant, but not too big of a deal. I am actually up in workers, and then when the classes comes out, everything just gets a lot easier. It's like the big brother of the gateway units. These big legs, really good units. It does area of effect. Of course, these cannons here help me. Well, they don't actually have kills, but they help me quite a bit defending my third base. I actually didn't have to look at my third base to defend it, because I had static defense there, obviously. So now the Phoenix are going back, and because my opponent went for Hydralisk, it's going to take a while before his infestation pit or spire is done, and that's really one of the two things that you need to defend this harassment. Because as you can see here, I can just put my Phoenix in this area and just pick everything off that's trying to go from base to base. So as you can see in the production tab, I don't quite see it myself. We have a spire on the way, but it's going to take way too long to finish. So he is making hydras to fend off the Phoenix, but you need quite a big amount of hydras to kill Phoenix. As you can see, he just made 3, but I mean, I just picked them off and lift them up and pick them off. So as you can see, he's making more hydras. He made 10 extra hydralisks to defend against this. That's 500 gas that he's just spending on dealing with these Phoenix. And later on we'll see that when I do my Colossus push, that he'd rather have some more corruptors to hold this. So I'm pushing with extended thermal lance. I have additional gateways on the way. Going really fast through this game, guys. Like the learning part already has been what's the word for it? Has been dealt with, I guess. So now he's trying to get Mutas out in desperation. Doesn't really have enough gas for corruptors to deal with this, and yeah, and that's the first part. Units lost step was in my favor with all the harassment the Phoenix did. So yeah, we do see my opponent trying to do some counterattack, but it's not going to work. I have some defense here, and I have my massive army just thrashing through his bases and stuff. So yeah, this was basically the end of game number 1. I hope it was helpful. I actually want to go back to some points to give a quick summary of what I talked about. The pool timing, of course, where this build doesn't die to like a 6 pull or 7 pull. You just have to chrono boost out the zealot, and there you can hold on quite easily. We talked about the gas. With the timings, like I gave before, you can know when your opponent's gas speed, will be finished for his circlings. Now I did the harassment, no, not harassment, the poke really, with the zealot stalker. We did see the spine crawler and the additional circlings, so that basically told us that he's not going for any roach aggression, but most likely going for speed links, because there's just no way you get the spine and 8 links if you're going for roaches. Do see the speed on the way. Actually will finish at around 640 like we said, and then I have my base up with the zealot stalker. Yeah, I really hope this first tutorial helped. We're going into the second game now, so stay tuned.